Hello, my name is Jason Kempinen, and this is the Modular Sonobe Origami channel. Today I will be showing how to make a ring out of 45 Sonobe units. This particular ring is called a planar tetrahedral ring, and it's from my book, Modular Sonobe Origami. This ring appears on the cover of the book itself, and is made out of 10 black Sonobe units, 20 green Sonobe units, and 15 gray Sonobe units. You, of course, can choose any colors you wish to make it out of, but I'm going to be showing this one because it's the one that appears on the cover. Okay, first things first. This is a color diagram of the 45 unit ring. I am using a color diagram to show where each color of Sonobe unit needs to be placed in order to complete the ring. The ring has a total of 10 black units, which will have 5 on one side and 5 on the other. The ring has a total of 20 green units, which will have 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and then a total of 10 around the edges of the ring. The ring has 15 gray units, which will have 5 on one side, 5 on the other side, and then finally 5 on the interior section of the ring. Before beginning assembly, it is helpful to pre-fold the Sonobe units into the shapes they will need to be in order to be assembled. And I'm showing that here with a unit diagram. The unit diagram has 4 different types of Sonobe unit folds on it. I've got a total of 15 purple, these ones on the interior and on the opposite side, and then in the edges here. It's got 5 white type units on it. And then it's got a total of 15 yellow type units. It's got 5 on each side, plus on the interior. And then finally 10 red type Sonobe units. These are the 4 types of Sonobe units I will be using to assemble the planar tetrahedral ring. Each of these is going to be folded with the pocket side facing toward the camera. Each of them is going to have a pair of mountain folds that separate the square section from the 2 triangle sections of the Sonobe units. Starting with the white unit, the square section is going to be flat and unfolded, while both triangle sections are going to be folded in half using valley folds. The purple unit is going to have a valley fold on the square section between the hypotenuse corners of both triangle sections. Both of the triangle sections are going to be folded in half using valley folds. The yellow unit is going to have a valley fold on the square section between the right angle corners of both the triangle sections. The triangle sections themselves are going to be unfolded. The red unit is going to have a valley fold on the square section between the right angle corners of both the triangle sections. One of the triangle sections is going to have a valley fold folding it in half, while the other is going to remain unfolded. Here is the unit color diagram next to the unit type diagram. As you can see, we are going to have 10 black units that are going to be red type. We are going to have 5 green units that are going to be white type. We are going to have 15 green units that are going to be purple type. And we are going to have 15 gray units that are going to be yellow type. Okay, so we've got all of our pieces ready to go. Without any further ado, we can start putting them together. So what I like to do is I make the interior of the ring first, and that is made with the gray units that are of the yellow style, and the green units, which are of the purple style. So what I like to start out with is we take 1 gray unit, and we are going to attach 4 green units to it. We've got 1 on there with the green flap going into the gray square, and the next one here, so we've got 2 green units, and then we want to have 2 green units that are attached on the triangle portions of the gray unit. So we got 1 there, and we get 1 here. So, okay, it's kind of falling out there, but that's okay. We can kind of make sure they're all nice and snug before we go on to the next part. So this is what we have. We've got one gray unit with 4 green units attached. Now what you do from here is that you take the next gray unit. And I always like to put the gray units in, we put the green one because it's folded, we want to put that one into the gray unit before we put the flat one into the flat area on the green square. Because it's always a little easier to insert if they're flat than if they are curved. And this one came undone here, so it's going to be a little bit of trouble. We just got to make sure it's back in there. It's always a hazard when you're doing these, is that if you're not careful, things will unfold. So and then we've got this like here. It's 2 gray units and 6 green units. And we just keep repeating that. So we'll do the next green one. It inserts into the gray part, and then we'll take another green one and insert the gray unit into it. And that, of course, opens up the next one, next space, in order to put another gray unit on. And we're just going to do this until all of the units are assembled together in a nice little chain. So just a few more to go here. Another green one, another green one. And the next gray one. And the next gray one. I said I like to do them in that order, but I didn't do them in that order that time. Breaking my own rules here right off the bat. That's alright though. As long as you get them put together, that's what really counts. It is important that you do the interior of the ring first, because that's really difficult to do if you start and do the outside portion first and then try and do the inside. It's really, really tricky to do that. It's not impossible, but you might have a hard time with it if that's the case. Okay, so this is what we've got now, is we've got a total of 15 units. We've got 5 gray units and 10 green units. What we want to do is we want to wrap it around in a circle. Now, if you're looking at it from this side, you're going to want to put the 2 gray units are kind of going to bump up against each other in the corner, just like it is on this one. And what that means is we've got an open spot on this gray unit right here for 1 green unit. We're just going to go ahead and put that one in. And these can be a little bit stubborn, but they're not too bad if you've got your shapes well folded and they're well proportioned. It's only when you have them poorly proportioned that they have a tendency to kind of slide out. So, and then we've got our initial area here. This is what the interior of the ring is going to look like, and this is our beginning. This is how we start with our first 15 units. So this is ready to go and ready for the next units to start being put on. Okay, so I've got the initial 15 pieces done. This is our base. This is how we started out with our interior portion of the ring done here. And before you start, you just want to make sure that these are nice and tight, that we don't have any of them that are sliding out there. Sometimes they like to slide out, and that can cause problems while you're trying to put them together. So from here, what I like to do is I like to take one of these black ones and one of the gray ones. This is a gray piece, is yellow style, and the black one is red style. And I'll just put the black one, the red one, into the gray one, which is the yellow one. And then you can take and put the green one into the black one, and then this final gray piece we can insert into the green one here. And we're just going to keep doing that until we've got 10 of the black ones in and 10 of the gray ones. Okay, so we have 10 black units installed and 10 gray units installed around the edge, and that just means that we have 10 units left that are going to go on the very outside edge of the ring, on the exterior there. And the next ones that we will be doing are these green units that are of the white style. And just like before, we want to insert the folded triangle portions first. So we're going to put the green one into the black one. We're going to flip it over and put the green one into the black one on the other side. And that will bridge the two sides of the ring together. And then once that's done, we've got the green unit here, and we need to insert both of these gray units. So it's gray unit and gray unit both into the green. There we go. And we've got, that's one of them installed. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do that 5 times. One for each of these green units that are flat in the white style. Alright, so we've got our 5 green white style units installed, the flat ones, and that means we've just got these 5 units left that are going to go here on the rest of the edges of the rim. And these ones are green units that are in the purple style. We just want to insert them in the same way as before. We're going to insert the folded square portions first, because it's easier to insert those before you insert the other ones. If you do it in the reverse order, it may cause you some trouble. Again, it's not impossible, but it is a little bit trickier. So you want to take the green one, insert it into the gray, and then flip it over. Green one into the gray, just like so. And this is very important, that you want to make sure that these 2 black flaps are outside of the ring when you insert the green ones into the gray one, because if they are inside, you're going to have to kind of try and fish them out before you can insert them onto the green one here that you're finishing up with. So once you've got the green one inserted into both gray ones, you can just kind of insert these 2 black ones. Just kind of going to want to curve them just like this, and insert it, and press it on in. These are probably the hardest ones to do, so you just want to take your time, be patient, and kind of work them on in. There we go. And just like before, you're going to want to do that 5 times. Alright, and with the last 5 units added, the ring is complete. That is the end of the tutorial for the 45 unit ring. Hit the like button if you like this video, subscribe for future videos. If you want to support the Modular Sonobe Origami channel, you can support us on Patreon. And if you're looking for more shapes that you can fold out of Sonobe units, check out the Modular Sonobe Origami book. Thank you for watching.